I'm saying I have no scorn in my heart for Tyler Perry, since he tries sincerely, yet he is a traffic sovereign speaker who's getting harassed at school. I require a few days to get familiar with the whole square everything changes. So we in a real sense run the whole episode for himself. And he despises it. Tyler Perry, the eminent entertainer and producer, is confronting huge analysis from an individual entertainer, which has placed him in a tough spot. Obviously, he is very disappointed with the circumstance. These disclosures have risen up out of Brandon J., an entertainer, who straightforwardly shared his encounters dealing with Meet the Tans, and depicted it as the most difficult and distressing time of his life. We'll spill every one of the subtleties you presumably missed in the present video. Obviously, before I spell anything, ensure first that you buy into our station and hit that notice chime for additional updates and recordings like this. Currently, we should make a plunge hearing this commotion, man. It was insane lunch. And we return from lunch and think about what they've changed the content again. How about we snatch the content we just gave you? It says, we will change the person, make them gay. I quickly get on the telephone with my mother, since I'm similar to, is this client, might they at any point change this point? I'm very wrecked. I truly don't have the foggiest idea what I believe that should do. I had held up a long time to work with Tyler Perry in a crude and legitimate TikTok admission. Brandon J. valiantly uncovered the stunning truth about his horrible experience while shooting a solitary episode for Tyler Perry's profoundly famous show. As per J., a regular episode shoot can be requesting yet at Tyler Perry Studios. The force arrives at extraordinary levels. As opposed to spreading the responsibility more than 7 days, they get everything into a solitary day. Yet that is not all. Jay didn't keep away from getting down on Perry for his abrupt and last moment. Script transforms, those unforeseen alterations that entertainers fear while Tyler Perry takes them to a totally different outrageous. Jay guarantees that right when he had fastidiously arranged and remembered the whole content following quite a while of difficult work, Perry storms in and totally flips around all that any reasonable person would agree. Harry was a long way from satisfied when the news began coursing in the media. And what I found out is that individuals make efforts of the dear they can, with dissatisfaction clear in each word. Jay shouted he totally loathed it. Perry evidently had a profound hatred for the first content and volunteered to modify the whole thing on the spot. Picture the tumult that resulted thus. Anyway, here comes the genuinely astounding part. Perry didn't just hand the entertainers the re-examined lines. He took care of the youthful Jay the new exchange, as though he were a puppeteer controlling everything. He might do not too far off on the spot. Mr. Perry begins revising the whole content. Jay guaranteed his voice loaded up with irritation. He was in a real sense coddling me the lines I needed to consummate in that exact instant. Might you at any point envision the gigantic strain it's likened to being tossed into a place of extreme peril? All of a sudden, yet, my companions, prepare yourself on the grounds that the dramatization doesn't end there. Set yourselves up for considerably additional fascinating disclosures, where you must concentrate. Precisely exact thing you maintain that should do. You will stand by listening to this clamor and let them work you out as Jay vigorously changed in accordance with the unrehearsed changes. Perry chose to present an unexpected development that left everybody completely dazed. Showing a divine level of insight, Perry believed Jay's personality, Jeffrey, should be gay and foster a pulverize on his secondary school menace. I maintain that Jeffrey should be gay, and he has eyes only for his harasser. Jay strikingly reviews Perry's stunning words. Could you at any point even comprehend? It appears to be Perry's rash dynamic has no limits. This uncommon modification
Jay
was
had
at
a
first
long way
consented to discuss rattle at the entertainers in the second piece of this uncover, which Jay transferred the next day. He spilled significantly more subtleties. Evidently, Jay contacted his representative in a condition of frenzy, dubious about whether he ought to acknowledge the abrupt changes to his personality. The specialist, being the voice of reason, guaranteed him that he didn't need to do anything that made him awkward anyway. After much consideration, Jay chose to take advantage of the chance. In spite of Perry's latest possible moment sensation, gracious the penances entertainers make for their art. Once the story advanced toward Twitter, the web detonated with blended responses, while certain individuals understood Jay perceiving the pressure and tension he looked. Because of the somewhat late content changes, others excused his objections as commonplace for the acting business anyway. Jay isn't the one in particular who has shared pessimistic encounters, including Tyler Perry. Apparently Comet Cat Williams, known for his sharp mind, has turned into an untouchable in Hollywood. For an astounding explanation, rumors from far and wide suggest that Williams has been shunned by the business since he won't adjust and think twice about standards like his partner Tyler Perry. And he's not staying silent about it, still up in the air. To uncover the secret bits of insight that lie underneath the spectacular veneer, in a way that would sound natural to him, he professes to be taking care of facing the slippery association known as the Illuminati. As per the comic, the people who set out to go against the Illuminati face tenacious kickback. They are figuratively hit upside the head, designated by the press, and minimized by society. Exceptional thanks to Vet My New Family. I can hardly hold on to begin around there with our new shows. Thank you kindly for this to Scott and everyone around there. Thank you, William. Accepts that he closed by Dave Chappelle and other people who will not adjust are not needed by the almighty Illuminati, yet Williams purportedly won't hesitate to work up debate. He will get through incalculable stings to keep up with his honesty. A few of us are against the Illuminati, and we are against the Illuminati. At our own disservice, Williams strongly pronounced they don't need him, Chappelle, or me, or individuals like us yet presently. It's not really for us to cause a serious ruckus, except if we expect to get stung multiple times. I won't join yet. I regard it somewhat more, he said. Even compelling figures like Tyler Perry. In a noteworthy meeting with Blacktree Television in 2013, Williams dug into the horrifying insights regarding the control employed by the Hollywood elites, especially focusing on dark superstars. One eyebrow-raising model he referred to as the hypothesis that dark entertainers are constrained into wearing dresses on screen. And I see that they put each person of color in the films in a dress eventually in their vocation. I've been interfacing them down like, wow, these siblings must wear dress. During one of his visit stops at Atlanta's Phillips Field, Williams hardened his contempt for what he accepts to be Illuminati mannequins. He made a move to finish off his show with delegated editorial on Kevin Hart's vocation, alluding to Hart as a mannequin. Williams credited this thought to the powerful powers at play. Williams has been reliably revealing insight into the clandestine tensions that dark VIPs get through, recommending that their expert directions and public personas are carefully controlled by people with significant influence. And he was attempting to caution me, don't get in the dress, so the stirred brand. And you were unable to pay him $1 trillion to getting wearing 2014. Tyler Perry wound up entangled in unlawful debate that originated from a conflict with a Georgia-based diversion organization. Omnipresent Diversion Studios had aggressive designs to change the previous Army installation, post-McPherson, into a rambling film studio and amusement complex anyway. Their desires crashed into Tyler Perry's realm. Documented a bureaucratic claim against Perry and the U.S. Division of